Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Looney Tunes Sheep Raider, coming at you live. Well, not really live, but yeah, just coming at you with the power of post-commentary. Yeah, I tried recording this level earlier in the day, however, things didn't really turn out that well. Namely, me rage quitting something fierce. It was bad. It was really bad, especially considering I was playing this level for like 1 hour and 20 minutes, and there was one section I was stuck on for 40 minutes that I was making no progress on whatsoever. So I just scrapped that whole recording, everything about it, and just sat down later, recorded what I was supposed to do, and now I'm doing some post-commentary for it. Yeah, I'm not afraid to admit, I actually had to look up a guide on GameFAQs, watch a YouTube video, because I had no clue how to go about beating the second part. And funny thing is, this level, level 10, is actually a level a lot of people gave up on. Like from what I could tell on the GameFAQs message board and the YouTube comments. But yeah, this is considered to be one of the hardest levels of the game, along with level 13, and warning. Yeah, that's telling you about turrets. And that's the item that we need to get. Yeah, if you don't want to be spotted, stay in the shadows, blah blah blah. Who knew that the medieval period had motion detecting turrets? I didn't know. Well, they're not really turrets, they're more like cannons. Cannons, yeah. And that's the honeypot. Honeypot. The honeypot contains a bee's favorite snack. They will even attack in order to get a taste. Break the pot if you want honey all over the ground. Yeah, it's not wise to have honey all over the ground, but for this game, it does have its use. But this first half of the level, I don't really have a problem with it. Like, it's really, like, just relying heavily on stealth. And, like, yeah, there are puzzle aspects of it, but it's mostly stealth, and I kind of like that. You know, I like that. I like stealth in this game. This game makes stealth fun. It's just when it adds BS, like, just factors and puzzles and stuff, and yeah, that's where you end up needing to take the sheep. But yeah, one switch for you, one switch for the sheep to raise the door, blah blah blah. Behind that door is where the BS lies, and those are the bees. Warning, excited bees, gather them in the same beehive behind Sam to make them calm down. So yeah, pretty much you just want to lead the bees from one beehive to another until they get to the one that's behind Sam. If you notice, I pushed that little tunnel pipe thing over, and now I'm pushing this one down. Because yeah, there is one cannon that you can use to shoot a cannonball, and if you aim for those little pipes, you know, you can just change the direction that the cannon is going. Or cannonball is going, rather. Yeah. I also have no clue how to find the time clock for this level, and I really wish I would have tried to figure that out during this little recording so that I never have to come back. Seriously, the second half of this level is just ridiculous. I'm building it up, but I'm not building it up for naught. Like, it is really bad. Alright, so here I am on my way to hitting the second beehive. I successfully hit the first one. Now with this one, I don't know if you have to aim, like if the game wanted you to use the pipes for this one as well, but I just found like simple trial and error is like the best way to go about with this. You have to be careful that you don't hit a sheep though, because that, well, I mean, I can't say it counts as a game over, and like it counts as Ralph getting caught, but all you do is just respawn right there, and I think it just aims your like just moves your cursor a little so that you have to switch up your aim. But yeah, I just found that simple trial and error for that is the best way to go about hitting the second beehive. As you can see, we got the bees behind Sam, and now they are calm. Now you can go ahead and do the next part of rearranging the pipes to hit that beehive, but if you do, all it does is agitate the bees, but they won't actually do anything. They'll just be outside of the beehive. What you want to do though, what I did first is that I put the honey right there and use the seesaw to launch it to Sam. Yeah, and then I immediately get caught. Not the most agile coyote, or wolf. I'm Wile E. Coyote's cousin in this game. Yeah, Ralph is Wile E's cousin. Alright, so now we're going up here. Our next target is the third beehive, now that we have the honey to lure the bees towards Sam. So yeah, you just go up here and move this one, hiding in the shadows to avoid the cannons. Seriously, those medieval people, they had some really good technology back then. Like, really good. That's some amazing technology. It's simply amazing. And you just gotta watch out, just gotta be careful. And you just continue to push it. And right here we have a gate. You can't really see it from right here, but yeah, there's a gate that's preventing you from pushing that pipe even further. So we need to find a way to raise that gate, which it took me a minute to figure out on my first time playing this, but I ended up figuring it out in the long run. So you want to go over here to this pipe, and yeah, you can use those rocks to hide from that turret, or why do I keep saying turret? Cannon down there. I don't know why I ran up there, just because. Alright, so yeah, you just, push that and not hide behind a rock and get shot. Yeah. Sorry, so here I am. I just skipped ahead to when I pushed it all the way up onto that switch, thus allowing me to, get clipped right there by that cannon. Yeah, these cannons are real picky about like how much of you they have to see. But yeah, now that gate is open, I'm free to push that pipe all the way over here. Now all I need to do is just push this one down, shoot into it, and we have, the bees attacking Sam. Yeah, I also found out that like if you're not careful, like the minute you walk down to the lower, it's like to this area, if the cannon's right there, like it'll catch you before you even have time to hide. So that's why I was sort of just being real cautious, running back and forth right there. Okay, so now we have that all the way down at the bottom, and I still got hit before I could hide, but it doesn't matter because this is where I want to be anyway. So we just aim right there. And we have hit the last beehive. And now Sam is running. Like, since he's trying not to get stung from a horde of angry bees, he really has no concern about us. He's just trying to save his own hide. So we don't even need to sneak. We can just run into his area, grab a sheep, and leave. Yeah, simple as that. If only the rest of this level was as simple as that. But now we are nearing the BS part. And what is the BS part? A boss fight. A boss fight against Gossamer, the red monster. The big red monster. And I'm not talking about Cain either, I'm talking about Gossamer. That was already established. But yes, so here we are in the little arena. This is one complicated boss fight, like just seriously. And I can understand why so many people have not seen like what lies beyond this point. Because if I were a kid, I never in a million years would have figured out how to beat this boss. If you want to reach the goal with the sheep, you have to outdo the boss by solving the enigma on the other signpost. He is big and red, becomes dizzy easily, and is afraid of the light. So yeah, pretty much you have to find a way to make Gossamer dizzy, and then lead him or her or it into some light. And yeah, Gossamer has some shock waves that'll, push you back. It won't really kill you. But what you really want to do to make Gossamer dizzy is sprint around him. Gossamer is now him. That is now canon. But yeah, you just need to sprint around him to make him dizzy. However, as you can see, it's not working so well right here. That's because, in addition to sprinting around him to make him dizzy, you also need to, well, not really, like, you don't know, but you have to sort of navigate into the center of the arena, because for some reason you can't make Gossamer dizzy right there. Like, you just need to move him sort of over. Like, it's weird to explain, but that's the best way I can explain it. And that in itself is just BS. And yeah, if you get caught by Gossamer, he smashes you and kicks you. And wherever he kicks you, like, you can land on the bridge if you're lucky, but more than likely you'll land in lava. Now right here, I'm just doing this to show you that, if you get smashed, all is not lost. You can just keep moving, like, just stay moving, and you'll be back to normal. However, I still got killed. Yeah. But keep that in mind. Keep in mind that you can still, like, get unsquished. That's important. Now right here, I have successfully made Gossamer dizzy. He is going insane and fainted. And now I have 30 seconds to grab this sheep and move him to that red button you saw. And yeah, every time you make Gossamer dizzy, that timer goes down. So yeah, once you have the sheep on that little wheel comes out, and you have to rotate it to move the lamp. So yeah, here's a successful run of that to show you what happens. I can't really say that's a lamp, it's more like a prism to magnify the light from the candle. But yeah, Gossamer sees it, is scared, and runs away. And then I die. Oh boy. Pretty great. And I kept this in, just to show you, like, the utter bullshit of this fight. Plus, it was a kind of a funny moment. If I was recording my actual commentary during this, you would have heard a lot of swearing. Yeah, I thought, oh wow, I'm safe. Nope. Yeah. Alright. And now, this is my semi-successful run at 3 times its speed, to just show you how long this fight can drag on, even if you know what you're supposed to be doing. Because yeah, I'm just here, like, just running from Gossamer, trying not to get caught, like, trying to hang on. And this entire encounter with the boss, well, not this sped up portion, but just from when I first entered this area to when I finally beat him, this took another half hour. This was just so ridiculous. How were you as a kid supposed to beat this? And in the comment section on YouTube, there were a few people that said, like, they didn't even beat it the legit way. They beat him, like, by a glitch. Hell, even the video maker, the video maker whose video I watched to figure this out, even he said that as a kid he had to use a glitch to beat Gossamer, and, like, just now was he able to beat him, the legit way. So yeah, as you can see, I got pushed over to there. I was just shocked that I, had a second chance. But, I had resolve. I had perseverance. I was going to try my best. And this is where I figured out that if you get squashed and you run into the light, Gossamer will stop following you, so you don't have to worry about getting kicked. And that is really good to know. Really. Because I didn't know that at first. But, I mean, I guess it makes sense that Gossamer is afraid of the light. And yeah, as you can see, the timer that Gossamer is down keeps going down. However, I didn't take that in consideration. And he made a shockwave to push the sheep off the switch into the lava. And at this point, this is where I paused the game and broke down into tears. Not literally. Almost literally. So about 5 minutes after that and, a rant on Twitter, I finally came to this run, the successful run. This happened right after I did my 2 little tweets, just, expressing my anger at this level. So yep, as you can see, put the sheep on the switch, rotating this, and there's number 1. Now, I find it funny that, you know, once I figured out everything I had to do, I was actually able to do this in like, I want to say this run was about 2.5 minutes? Just in that ballpark. It might have been 3, I'm not sure, but it was a fraction of the time that I was stuck on this boss. Like, it was just amazing to me. But I guess it does make sense that, like, the more you get used to the patterns of a boss, like, the quicker you can beat it. But still, like, this boss could give even the most seasoned player some difficulty because of just how simple it is to mess up. Because, yeah, you need to make sure you jump onto the platforms correctly to rotate the wheel. You know, you have to be quick on your feet. You have to constantly tap the sprint button while circling Gossamer, so your hands are getting a workout. And like, this really is just easy to mess up. And like, even if you mess up at the end, the game doesn't even have a heart and like say, all right, you know what, we'll give you a little checkpoint right here. No, you got to start the whole thing over. And that's like the most annoying part, and that's why I don't think I ever would have beaten this game as a kid. Like, if I played this as a child, it would not have happened. But I digress. This is when I successfully beat Gossamer. Yep. He is blinded by the light, and he runs and doesn't fall into the lava. And that is the bridge for you to carry your sheep across. I was not taking any chances. I slowly creeped while making sure the camera was perfectly behind me. And at this point, I proceeded to thank God, the people that made this game, even though I was just cursing them moments before. I thanked my PS3 controller for holding up to the torture I put it through. I was just thanking anything in my room. Hell, I even think I thanked my 3DS for no reason. I was just ecstatic with joy at that point that I was able to finally beat that boss. Hell, I think I even thanked Buddha too. Huh. But yes, I was never so happy to see that sheep counter. Well, I forgot what game I was playing for a moment there too, because it was like, oh my god, there is a hub world. Hopefully level 11 will not be as bad as level 10.
Don't forget
but according to the video I watched, like, the next few levels aren't that bad until I get to level 13. But yeah, I'll worry about that when I get to it. As for the time clock for that level, I really hope that I can just go into the level, grab the time clock, and then just exit and still have it count, because I do not want to fight Gossamer again. And yeah, I was not taking any chances. I saved twice. But then again, it's going to be for naught if I have to go back to that level to get the time clock. I really don't want to. I really don't. But yeah, that's it for this little episode of Let's Play Sheep Raider. See you next time for live commentary. Hopefully. Alright, goodbye.